Hi, my name is Nick Manning, author of How to Be a Tour Guide, the essential training manual for tour guides and tour managers. And today I'd like to talk to you about personal presentation. Now I've got some good news and some bad news here, guys. Let's start with the bad news. 90% of how you're first judged as a tour manager is going to be on your looks. That's the bad news. Simple fact. The great news is that it's not how good looking you are. It's how, thank goodness for me, right? It's how well you're dressed and how well you're groomed. And this is very, very easy to make a good impression on. Let's start with how you dress. So if you don't know who you're dressing for, which is usually the case on a tour, you don't know the people that's coming, always err on the side of caution. The side of caution to me is for guys, collared shirt, nice dress slacks, closed shoes, preferably leather, well groomed. For girls, it can be nice pants slacks or a nice top, nothing too revealing, nothing too sexy. Feel free to modify this for hot or cold climates. For example, if you're tour guiding in Egypt, it's probably not appropriate to wear long sleeves, long shirts and a turtleneck jumper. But you may wear nice dress shorts, nice dress sandals, and you can still wear a short-sleeved collared shirt if you wish. If you're dressing in extremely cold climates, again, a nice jacket, maybe a scarf, as long as you look presentable. General rule of thumb, try and look better than your clients. As people get to know you on a tour, then personal looks becomes less important. That 90% that I talked about at the very start, the 90% of how people judge you is on your looks, well, that's only at the very start of the tour. As people grow to know you and your personality and appreciate you for the things that you've said, then your looks become much less important. For example, on a 20-day tour, I would always start with a collared shirt, my uniform usually, dress slacks and dress shoes, neatly groomed hair. However, by day 5, I was wearing nice dress shorts, and by day 20, I was comfortable around these people in very smart but casual clothing because I knew that they judged me for more than just what I wear. The final thing I want to tell you about in the dress part of this presentation is a bit of a tour manager secret. So make sure that you keep this to yourself. And that is always carry a clipboard. Clipboards are an essential tool in the tour manager arsenal. They're great. As a starting out tour manager, you can actually use a clipboard to carry your notes. So as you're walking from A to B, you can have a quick glance down so that when you arrive at a destination, you can spiel confidently, gives you a quick refresher. But in this how to dress part of the video that I'm talking about, we're using clipboards as a sign of authority. Think about it. Anyone that's ever important is carrying a clipboard. Well, that's not true. The president doesn't, but you get the idea. When there's leaders of a group, they'll always be carrying a clipboard. When you're walking somewhere, you're recognized as the leader of a group with a clipboard. This is great not just for your clients, who can automatically recognize that you have some authority because of what you're carrying, but also when you're going to museums and bars and other places where you want to be recognized, but especially if you're new, the bartenders or guides may not immediately recognize you. This signifies very clearly that you're the person that they should be speaking to. The next thing I want to talk about is personal grooming. Now, I can't believe I have to say this, but I'm going to give a really quick talk on it because I think it's important. You need to be well groomed. You need to have well-cut hair. You need to have well-cut nails. You need to have well-cleaned teeth. Guys, make sure that you trim your nose hairs. Make sure that you don't wear your shirt collars all the way ripped open. Girls, make sure when you're personally groomed, you've shaved your underarms and you're looking neat and presentable. Basically, don't forget that you're in the customer's face 24 hours a day sometimes. People are right up close and personal. You can't afford to have bad breath. You can't afford to have anything taking attention away from what you're saying. The final thing I want to say about personal presentation is smiling. Now, studies have shown over and over again that people find other people more attractive if they smile. It's the easiest thing in the world and the best thing that you can do to make yourself instantly welcoming to your group. Always wear a smile on your face. Doesn't matter if you're having a bad day. Your group can't afford to think that or to know it. If you smile, the world smiles with you. It's just a couple of little hints for you. I go into this in a lot more detail. There's an entire chapter dedicated to it in my book. If you're interested in finding out more, check it out. You can do so by clicking the link below, or going to www.thetourguidebook.com. Thank you.